Mathematics, Class 6, Chapter 1. Name of the chapter is Knowing Our Numbers. This is the first chapter of your textbook, and this tutorial is the first tutorial of the first chapter. In this tutorial, we shall start discussing decimal number system and place values. You have already learned about decimal number system and place values in your previous classes, that is class 4-5. However, in this tutorial, you will still find something new to learn, because in our tutorials, what we do is we try to learn the concepts with the help of some pictures or images. So I'm sure you will find this new way of learning more interesting. At the same time, you will find it easier to understand the concepts and memorize. So let's start the tutorial right away. So let's begin our tutorial by taking the example of a small number. The number we have taken here is 36. In this image, we have taken some tennis balls to represent the number 36. So let's try and understand the structure of the number 36 with the help of these tennis balls. Okay. So in the number 36, we have the digit 6 in ones place, and the digit 3 is in tens place. You know this, right? The digit from first digit from the right is called the ones place, the second digit is called tens place, and likewise the third digit is hundreds place, and the fourth one is thousands place. So you know this. Now we shall try to understand the structure of the number 36. So in this image, for the first place, we have got 6 tennis balls, okay? And we have kept them in some white boxes. So each white box contains one tennis ball each. So the meaning is, in ones place, we count in ones or one by one. So here we have 6 tennis balls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that, okay? In ones place, we count in ones. Likewise, in tens place, we count in sets of tens. Here in the image, you can see for the digit 3, we have got 3 blue boxes, and each box contains 10 tennis balls each. So here we have got 10 tennis balls, and likewise in the other two boxes also. So the thing to know here is that in tens place we count in sets of tens. So if you are asked to write the expansion of the digit 36, we write it like this: 36 is equal to 3 into 10 plus 6 into 1. Why we write like this? In tens place, we count in sets of tens. So in the image, you can see here, you have got 3 sets of 10 tennis balls. And in ones place, we count one by one. So in the image, you can see the white boxes contain a single ball only. So from this, you can learn the most basic thing about a decimal number system, which is in ones place we count in ones, and in tens place we count in sets of tens. So let's see one more example to understand this in a better way. In this second example, we have taken a 3-digit number, which is 395. The number we have taken is 395. So we shall try to understand the structure of this number with the help of tennis balls. Similar to the first example, in the ones place, here we have the digit 5. So we have got 5 white boxes containing one tennis ball each. And in the tens place, we have got the digit 9. So we have got 9 blue boxes each containing 10 tennis ball each. And in the hundreds place we have got this digit 3, so here we have got 3 red boxes. So each red box contains 100 tennis ball each. So this one has got 100 balls, here we have got 100 balls, and in the third box we have got 100 tennis balls. So from this you can know that in hundreds place we count in sets of hundreds. So if you write the expansion of the number 395, the number is 395. 395 is equal to 3 into 100 plus 9 into 10 plus 5 into 1. Why we write like this? In ones place we count in ones. In the tens place we count in sets of tens, and in the hundreds place or the third place we count in sets of hundreds. So now we know the most basic concept about decimal number system, which is in ones place we count in ones, in tens place we count in sets of tens, and in hundreds place we count in sets of hundreds. So next time you are given a 3-digit number, to expand it, that will not be difficult at all for you. So what you need to do is remember these tennis balls. Okay, this white box containing a single tennis ball, this blue box containing 10 tennis balls, and this red box containing 100 tennis balls. So if you are given a random number, say 326, to write the expansion we shall write 3 into 100, because in the third place we count in sets of hundreds, plus 2 into 10, because in the tens place we count in sets of tens, plus 6 into 1, because we count in ones in the ones place. So this has now become easier for you to write the expansion of a 3-digit number. So the same concept applies to the other places also, that is the thousands place, 10,000s place, etc. We shall look into the larger numbers in subsequent tutorials. So what I will advise you to remember is the sets of tennis balls, so that you won't forget the concept. Okay, so there is a second important concept about decimal number system that we need to understand. For that we shall look into a few more examples. The second important concept about decimal number system that we are trying to understand here is 10 ones. 10 ones make a 10, and 10 tens make a 100. We all know this, but to remember the concept we will try to understand this with the help of these tennis balls. So what we have done here is we have taken the example of a addition problem. So the first problem we have taken is we are adding 3 with 36. Okay, and we shall try to understand this in terms of the tennis balls. What will happen here is these 3 tennis balls will be added to the first place where we already have 6 tennis balls there. So that will make a total of 9 tennis balls in the ones place. So we get the number 39 when we add 3 to 36. Okay, let's look at a slightly more difficult addition problem. In this example, we will add 4 with 36. So the answer will be 40. If we try to understand this in terms of the tennis balls, these 4 balls will be added to the 6 that we already have in ones place. So that will make a total of 10 in the ones place. So the moment we have a set of 10 tennis balls in one's place, this set of 10 tennis balls will move to the second place, okay? And we will have 4 sets of 10 balls in the tens place, and we will be left with no balls in ones place. So that's how we get 40 when we add 36 with 4. So let's see a animation to understand the movement of the tennis balls here. So in the previous example, you have seen how 10 ones make a 10 and the 10 tennis balls move to the second place. So let's see one more example. In this example, we are adding 6 to 36, so the answer will be 42. Let's see the animation to understand the movement of the tennis balls. So the thing we are trying to understand here is 10 ones make a 10. So let's see the animation first. In the previous examples, you have seen how 10 ones make a 10. So now we shall try to understand how 10 tens make a 100. So for this, we have taken a 3-digit number which is 395, and we are adding 26 to 395. The answer will be 421. So now we shall look at the animation to know how the movement of the tennis balls takes place here. The thing to understand is 10 tens make a 100. So let's see the animation quickly. From the addition problems that we have seen here, what we have understood is 10 ones make a 10. So in the language of mathematics, we write 10 into 1 is equal to 10. Similarly, 10 tens make a 100, and in mathematics we write 10 into 10 is equal to 100. So we have learned this in terms of the tennis balls, okay, so that we remember the basic. Okay, so in the same way 10 hundreds make a 1000. So we shall look into this in a subsequent tutorial with the help of some more examples. From the examples we have seen so far, there is one more basic rule about decimal number system that we can learn, which is in any place the largest digit that we can have is 9. So in ones place you can have any digit from 0 to 9. Okay, here we can have any digit from 0 to 9 but not more than 9, because in the examples or the animations we have seen that the moment we have 10 or more balls here, a set of 10 will move to the second place. The same is true for the tens place also. Here you can have any digit from 0 to 9, but moment you have a set of 10 blue boxes here, that will make a set of 100 and move to the third place. Same is true for the hundreds place also. Here you can have any digit from 0 to 9. So the thing we can learn from this is the largest single digit number is 9 and the largest two digit number is 99. Similarly, the largest three digit number is 999. So we are now moving towards the end of this tutorial. But before concluding this tutorial, let me share with you some more information about decimal number system. Here we have the number which we had taken in our first example. So the number is 36. In this number we have got two digits. So 3 here is a digit and 6 also is a digit. But these two digits combined they make a number. So you should know the distinction between digits and numbers. The next thing I'd like to tell you is that in the decimal number system we have got 10 digits. Okay, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0. With these 10 digits you can write all numbers, big or small. Like in English alphabet we have got 26 letters, and with those letters we can write all the words. So in mathematics with these 10 digits we can write all the numbers. And the decimal number system is also called the Indo-Arabic system. There is a history behind this. In a subsequent tutorial we shall briefly learn about this history. So before concluding this first tutorial, let us have a recap of the summary of this tutorial. So the first basic thing about decimal number system that we have learned in this tutorial is in ones place we count in ones, in tens place we count in sets of tens. Similarly in hundreds place we count in sets of hundreds. The second important concept is 10 ones make a 10, 10 tens make a 100 and 10 hundreds make a 1000. And the last thing that we have learned is the largest single digit number is 9, the largest two digit number is 99 and the largest three digit number is 999. Okay, so in the second tutorial we shall learn about the importance of the digit 0, and we shall also learn briefly about the evolution of numbers in human history. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial.